Right, welcome ladies and gents. In a surprising turn of events, and it is surprising, Kotaku, editor-in-chief, has resigned. This is all post Sweet Baby Inc. drama, controversy, where they waded in. But she resigned because of a weird push by the outlet. Very, very strange push. And to claim that they're not linked, I disagree. I think it's all linked. I think Sweet Baby Inc., I think the changing of the industry, the reshaping of video game industry, I think this is all linked. So we'll dive into this today. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on. But let's take a look. So Kotaku editor-in-chief Jen Glennon announced yesterday that she has resigned from the website. Now, this is a little over 2 weeks after the outlet's Alyssa McCante lied about video game consultant company Sweet Baby Inc. So Glennon posted on X some personal news. I've resigned from Kotaku, and Jim Spanfeller is an herb. Okay. So Jim Spanfeller is the CEO of GO Media, the company that owns Kotaku. As for Glennon, calling him a herb is a derogatory term that means worthy of being mocked, weak, chumpish, and generally to be avoided, according to Urban Dictionary. Did not know that. But that's a bad look, that you are insulting your ex-employer just as you've handed in resignation on a public platform that will now be viewed, I mean, exponentially by hundreds of thousands of people, because there'll be multiple videos done about this, because this is pretty big news, quite frankly. So it's a bad look. It comes across petty and childish, and also unprofessional, and it also makes it look like you aren't really hireable. But anyway, so why did Glennon resign? Well, Aftermath's Jeter Jackson and Riley McLeod claim after having, viewed her resignation letter, it was, and I quote, due to the management team's recent decision to deprioritize news in favor of guides. So, and this is what I mean. I'd say these are absolutely linked, right? So you have this person quitting after they were embroiled in the maelstrom drama of Sweet Baby Inc. because they've been told to deprioritize news, which, I mean, it's not news. To these people, it's just propaganda. These are propagandists, right? They want to promote propaganda. They want to promote their agenda, their ideological agenda, in the guise of news. That's what Alyssa was doing anyway. So now they've been told to deprioritize news and focus on making game guides. In fact, and this is quite hilarious, and people will know it's hilarious when I say it, they're said to be told to make 50 guides a week. 50 video game guides a week. That's a lot. That sounds near on impossible, quite frankly. So Glennon wrote in a resignation letter, after careful consideration, I've concluded that the current management structure and decision-making processes at GO Media are not aligned with my values and goals for Kotaku. Mate, you just hired help. Doesn't really matter what your values are. It matters what their values are. And your goals for Kotaku doesn't matter because you're resigning anyway. So she added, I firmly believe that the decision to invert Kotaku's editorial strategy to deprioritize news in favour of guides is fundamentally misguided given the current infrastructure of the site. This decision is directly contradicted by months of traffic data and shows an astonishing disregard for the livelihoods of the remaining writers and editors who work here. That also goes to show that they have basically fired a whole bunch of people. The remaining. The clue's in the phrasing. But undoubtedly she is going to be right, is that over the last few weeks and things like that, the data, the analytics would show a significant portion of traffic because of all of this propaganda nonsense that they've been putting out. So it makes you wonder what GO Media is doing from that perspective, because I can't imagine that GO Media suddenly wants to not have some hand in the culture war. I just can't. I would imagine that they absolutely are fine doing that. So what's the primary drive here? So Aftermath also claims that this new decision by management to deprioritize news will require Kotaku staff to create 50 guides per week. I mean, that is insane. So Kotaku staff writer Levi Winslow noted that these game guides will be aggregated from other websites. So what the hell? That doesn't even make any sense. You know what? F it. Here's a small cup of tea. Management doesn't even care about the quality of the guides. They want us to aggregate them from other sites, like a literal content mill. So they want to steal it. They're destroying people's livelihoods. Gags me, not in a good way. Last thing I'll say is this. Someone at the top told us to just get guides done because the AV Club watches full seasons of a show and still produces their stories. That alone is proof that they don't understand what we do. Yeah, but that's probably a... What do you do? Aside from propaganda, though. Like, honestly, what do you actually do? Like, genuinely. And this is the interesting thing, right? So the resignation comes a little over 2 weeks after Kotaku's Alyssa McCant run a PR puff piece in order to defend Sweet Baby Inc. and their woke agenda, and their cancellation campaign against Brazilian gamer Cabrutus Rambo and his Steam curator list. So the list tracks, obviously we know all about this, but isn't that interesting? Literally a little over 2 weeks after that happened, they're sort of pushing for cancellation. Isn't it? It's awfully close to everything. It's awfully close to a lot of other things that are happening. It does make me very, very, very intrigued. Something's going on behind closed doors. I reckon. Obviously. Very, very obviously. But I look at it and I'm just... I mean, they are propagandists. So her... I mean, look, I wouldn't want to produce 50 video game guides a week. Like, fuck that. But... why... I don't trust it at all. I don't trust that Geo Media wants to move things forward in a you know, conducive way for quality. Obviously not. They've run Kotaku into the ground. So I don't trust them for that at all. But it is a fascinating turn of events. Maybe it's looking like they just want to drain the swamp. Maybe. And trying to force people to leave rather than fire them and have to pay for them. Could be that. But it's pretty big. Again, the fact that this all comes after this Sweet Baby Inc. situation. And a pretty massive negative press as well, quite frankly. Because their employees have been running all over the internet doing crazy stuff that they should just keep their mouths shut about. So what do you think? Let me know down below. Genuinely curious to hear. Cheers, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.